Imagine this. You wake up one morning and something just clicks. You're tired of being stressed about money, tired of checking your balance and feeling that little panic in your chest, tired of wondering where your entire salary magically disappears every month. So you make one simple decision. Not dramatic, not extreme, just one rule. For the next 30 days, I will stop wasting money. You don't know it yet, but this one decision is about to change every corner of your life. At first, nothing huge happens. Day one feels normal. You still crave that morning coffee, that afternoon snack, that late-night online shopping scroll. Your brain whispers, come on, just one time. But you resist. And that tiny act of resistance, that's the spark. Because the moment you say no to something small, you start saying yes to something bigger. Your future. By day 3, your brain starts noticing things it ignored for years. Suddenly you realize how many subscriptions you forgot you were paying for. That gym membership you swore you'd start using, you haven't stepped inside in months. The insurance you never reviewed, the apps you don't use. Your money is leaking everywhere, and you never noticed because you were too busy spending. But now your eyes are open. You delete the subscriptions one by one. You cancel the memberships you don't need. You remove the shopping apps that tempt you. And with every cancellation, something inside you feels lighter, like removing bricks from a backpack you didn't even know you were carrying. By day 5, you are officially uncomfortable, but in a good way. You start cooking at home, and it's not glamorous. Your first meal, too salty. Your second, burnt. But you keep going, because every time you choose your kitchen over a delivery app, you're choosing growth over convenience. You're choosing discipline over impulse. You're choosing you. By day 7, the first week, something magical happens. You check your bank account, and for the first time in a long time, the number hasn't dropped dramatically. It feels strange. It feels new. You didn't earn more. You didn't work extra hours. You simply stopped wasting money. And somehow that feels like a superpower. Week 2 begins. By now, your mind is changing. You start questioning everything. Do I really need this? Is this worth the money? Am I buying this because I want it or because I'm bored? You catch yourself scrolling through online stores, but then suddenly stop because you remember your goal. You remember the promise you made to yourself, and breaking that promise feels worse than skipping a purchase. Around day 12, you start feeling a difference in your confidence. Every time you say no to unnecessary spending, you say yes to your self-control. And self-control is addictive. It's empowering. It's the feeling wealthy people talk about, the feeling of controlling your impulses instead of being controlled by them. By day 15, halfway through the challenge, your mind becomes sharper. You start planning meals. You start tracking expenses. You start finding cheaper alternatives. And the best part, you don't feel deprived. You feel smart. You feel intentional. You feel awake. You realize most of your spending wasn't about needs. It was about avoiding discomfort, boredom, loneliness, or stress. And once you understand that, your relationship with money changes forever. Day 18 arrives, and you're hit with a surprising realization. Your daily routine became calmer. You're not rushing to buy something every time you feel low. You're not using spending as entertainment. Instead, you find new ways to feel good. You take walks, you read, you journal, you talk to people. You fix old things instead of replacing them. You rediscover hobbies you forgot. You start enjoying life without needing to buy life. Around day 20, the final stretch begins, and this is where the real transformation shows. Not in your bank account, though that's growing faster than you expected, but in your mindset. You stop feeling jealous when others buy something new. You stop comparing your life with people online. You stop feeling pressure to keep up. For the first time in years, you feel free from the trap of constantly wanting more. By day 23, you develop a new kind of patience. You no longer chase instant gratification. You no longer buy things impulsively. You no longer fall for discounts that aren't really discounts. That emotional spending habit that used to control you, it starts losing its power. By day 25, something unbelievable happens. You look at your old habits and feel almost embarrassed. You can't believe the amount of money you wasted on tiny things that gave you nothing in return. You're proud because you're not that person anymore. You've evolved. You've upgraded. Day 27 arrives, and you start planning your future differently. You're not thinking about your next purchase. You're thinking about your next goal. Building an emergency fund, paying off debt, investing, saving for something meaningful. You start dreaming bigger because now you finally believe you can afford your dreams, not instantly, but realistically. Day 30 finally arrives. You wake up with a feeling of accomplishment most people never experience. You check your bank account and your eyes widen. Maybe it's an extra $150, maybe $300, maybe $800, maybe even more. But the number doesn't matter. What matters is the lesson. You didn't get richer by earning more. You got richer by wasting less. The real treasure isn't the money. It's the clarity. It's the confidence. It's the discipline. It's the proof that your circumstances aren't fixed. Your financial future isn't luck. It's behavior. It's choices. It's habits. And most importantly, you learned the truth nobody tells you. Being broke isn't always about income. Being broke often comes from unconscious spending. Being wealthy begins with conscious decisions. So the question now isn't what happens when you stop wasting money for 30 days, because now you know. The question is, are you ready to do it? Because 1 month of discipline can change your money, but 1 month of awareness can change your life.